What up, raft leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We're back in the botanical gardens here in Georgetown, Guyana. And since the last time I was here, they've completed some of the renovation works. I just wanted to give you an update on that. So they're cleaning up the gardens. Part of it is government spending taxpayers' money to create jobs, which is a good thing. But some of it is substandard work, and I just wanted to point out why. So the last time I was here, I showed you the mausoleum for the late President Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham, and today I want to show you what has been done since then, because last time I showed you they were building drains. This, for example, is some of the drainage works that they've completed, and what I'm pointing out is how narrow these drains are, because they're replacing much wider drains in this neck of the woods. But what I did the last time is I walked around the drainage system, and I'm going to do the same again. This is the drain that was completed. So it seems slightly wider. So up ahead, that is the mausoleum. It's really a tomb, and I'm going to pass through it again at the end of this video. But here, this is the drain that was completed, and the point I was making is that just after a little bit of rain, these drains get full and overflow. And we're in a dry spell right now, but when it starts to rain, this is going to become clear. But this part of the civil engineering works has been completed, and so let me show you the update. So over there, that's where the tombs are located for former presidents. Right, former presidents of Guyana are buried here. This is known as the Place of Heroes. Seven Ponds, the place of the Seven Ponds. Seven Ponds, Place of Heroes. So this drainage system has been completed, and they also completed the walkway. Let me show you what that looks like too. Remember, this is Botanical Gardens in Georgetown, Guyana. And the last time we were here, they were constructing this walkway. Now it's completed, and I want to show you what it looks like now that it's been completed. So this is what it looks like. Seems as if they built a slight retaining wall, but what I was arguing back then when I showed in the last video is that this should have been a wide V-shaped drain, so that it would be a catchment for the water that comes off the land when it rains, to prevent flooding. But this is what we have now. They have completed this walkway. It goes around that mausoleum, right? That's the mausoleum where the president was buried. And like I said, we're going to come back around and capture that in a minute. Let me show you what this looks like. This is the walkway that was completed. They did some planters and put down some palm trees in these planters. So this is one of the palm trees. So this is halfway into the botanical gardens. Right, there's More paths being built, new paths. That's, I think, something else being built over there. Let's see if we can take a closer look at it. Seems to be a platform being built over there. Might be a fountain or something. But there's a vast stretch of land for about half a mile from this location where I'm standing to the back gate. So we're about halfway into the botanical gardens. And this is the walkway that was built. Now, like I said, this drain was too narrow and too small. And as evidence for it, there was a little drizzle overnight. We're still in the dry season, and this is what's happened. It's already flooded, right? You can't even see the drain anymore. Remember, we were walking on top of the drain a few minutes ago. In fact, just a minute earlier in this video. But here, it's completely submerged. You can't even see the drain because this drain is too narrow to capture the volume of water that's going to come off the land. But this is what's happening here, guys. Just showing you what's happening in this neck of the woods, in the botanical gardens. Completion of the walkway funded by Guyanese taxpayers, and basically a way to create jobs, which I'm not arguing with. It's a good thing. Alright, it's a good thing that we're creating jobs for Guyanese and beautifying the botanical gardens at the same time. However, there you go, that's the place of 7 ponds, place of heroes. And this is the drainage works that have been completed recently. And this is the walkway. Coming to the end of it, it comes around the back side of the Mausoleum. Right, we're just gonna pass through it again, show you, just to remind you where we are in terms of location. Right, that's the Mausoleum over there. Morning. Good. So this is the end of the walkway construction works. This is the Mausoleum, the back end of the Mausoleum. Remember the last time we were here, we had a discussion about the Mausoleum, about the sculptures and what they mean. Here we are back again, taking a look at the Mausoleum, these sculptures. Check out the last sequence of videos to see my discussion about them. And this is the tomb in which the president is buried. Alright, this is the tomb of LFS Burnham, 1923 to 1985. And this is the 7 ponds which give this place its name. 7 ponds, place of heroes. Right, so there are 7 of these reflecting pools, 6 around the periphery and 1 in the center. Right, we saw that again in the last video. The fountains have not been replaced and turned on, but this is it. The sign says place of the Seven Ponds, 1969. So this monument was built in 1969, and that's what has happened in the last month since the last time we showed this video. We made a video of this neck of the woods. So that's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening here in the botanical gardens, at least this section of the botanical gardens. Like I said, there are some renovation works that are happening here in the gardens, and I just wanted to bring you up to date with what's good and what's not so good that's happening here. There is the Kissing Bridge. So there are a couple of these bridges known as the Kissing Bridges of the Botanical Gardens, famous bridges across water features here. Right, the Kissing Bridge. There's another one over in the distance over there. Kissing Bridge. Right, there's another Kissing Bridge over there. See if we can get close to it. And there is the bandstand. So the bandstand was completed. At least the renovation of the bandstand was completed a few days ago. Like less than a week ago. So take a look at that too. Right, this is the bandstand, which is, well, still under renovation, I can see. Right, this is the bandstand, which is still under renovation here. Oh, that's the zoo. We're actually pretty close to the Georgetown Zoo. I haven't been to the zoo in decades. I probably will take a look at it. I don't know if the animals are still alive, but we'll take a look at it at some point. Right over there, just across that pond, that's the zoo. And a little playground for the kids in the zoo. Okay, we'll just go across this Kissing Bridge so I can show you the Manatee Pond. That's no fishing, it says. No fishing. So this is one of the Kissing Bridges. And from the top of the Kissing Bridge, you can look down on the Manatee Pond. This is the Manatee Pond. It's actually it's circular. And over there, that's the zoo. I think that's one of the cages. Don't remember what animal is in that cage, but you can hear the parrots and the macaws squawking. I made a video about this location, about, I don't know, 7 years ago, perhaps. At least, maybe more. But no, I think I started this channel in 2017. At least started making videos regular in 2017. So this would be the seventh year. So about 6 years ago. This is the Manatee Pond. I guess there's still some work to be done. Don't see any manatees. Work to be done in cleaning up place. There it is. West Indian manatee. So this is what manatee looks like. Trichicus manatus. That's the scientific name. West Indian manatee. So that's it, guys. This is what's happening here in this neck of the woods. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. That's the entrance to the zoo. And this is where they feed the manatees. That's the holding pond for the manatees. This is where they get access to them, I guess, for their health care. The vets perhaps can get can observe them or treat them. And this is back at the entrance. So that's it, guys. This is the Botanical Gardens, the Georgetown Botanical Gardens in 2024, in March 2024. It's one of those places that a lot of people come out to spend their recreation time, their free time in, especially at Easter and during Manatee celebrations. Since they moved the route, I think it's less popular, but even now, I think I didn't come into this part of the city during Manatee, but usually it's crowded with kids because it's a safe place to hang out. That's the carriage house at the entrance, original carriage house at the Botanical Gardens, and this is the entrance. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here at the Botanical Gardens in Georgetown, Guyana. The sign says that's the Botanical Gardens. You can see the map showing you the paths and the routes through the gardens. It's a zoo and biodiversity gardens, which is where we've been walking. Up there. That's it, guys. That's what's happening in this neck of the woods. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Later! This is Messingeon Road, and we're at the corner of Regent Road, Regent Street.